Hey there, history buffs! Before we dive into today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the past. Today, we're exploring some hidden histories of war that you probably haven't heard before. While we all know about the major battles and famous figures, there's a treasure trove of surprising facts that reveal the quirks and complexities of warfare. Let's explore some intriguing details, especially from World War II. You might be surprised by what you learn. 1. The first casualties. Did you know that the first American casualty in World War II wasn't a soldier on the battlefield? Meet Captain Robert M. Lucy. He was serving as a military attaché in Norway when German aircraft bombed the Dombas railway station in 1940. This tragic event occurred long before the U.S. officially entered the war, showcasing how global tensions were already affecting lives. And here's a quirky twist. The first casualty in the UK was reportedly a rabbit on the Shetland Islands. Yes, even animals felt the impact of war. This little-known fact highlights how far-reaching the effects of conflict can be, touching lives beyond just humans. 2. Unconventional warfare. World War II brought about some bizarre and innovative tactics that might surprise you. The Japanese developed suicide submarines called Kaiten, which were designed to ram enemy ships. These vessels were manned by pilots who had little hope of survival, but believed they were serving their country honorably. On the other side, the British created the infamous rat bomb. Imagine a dead rat filled with explosives hidden in German coal bunkers. The goal? To cause catastrophic explosions when discovered. It was a plan born out of desperation and creativity, demonstrating how unconventional warfare can take many forms. And let's not forget about the Soviet Union's anti-tank dogs. These dogs were trained to run under enemy tanks with bombs strapped to them. Talk about unconventional. While this tactic aimed to exploit enemy vulnerabilities, it also raised ethical questions about using animals in warfare. 3. Unsung heroes. While soldiers get much of the glory, many unsung heroes played vital roles during the war. Take the Native American code talkers, for instance. They used their unique languages, especially Navajo, to create unbreakable codes during the Pacific Campaign, keeping crucial information safe from enemy eyes. Their contributions were instrumental in several key victories. Then there was the Ghost Army, a unit made up of artists and sound engineers who misled German forces with inflatable tanks and fake radio transmissions. They carried out elaborate deception operations that saved countless lives by diverting enemy attention away from actual troop movements. These unsung heroes remind us that victory is often a collective effort, involving many who may not wear uniforms but contribute significantly behind the scenes. 4. Training costs. We often hear about combat losses, but did you know training can be deadly too? During World War II, over 14,000 pilots and crew members died in training accidents in the U.S. That's more than some combat units. This staggering number highlights just how dangerous flying was, even before reaching enemy territory. In fact, many bomber crews faced such high casualty rates that they were often rotated out after only a handful of missions due to overwhelming losses. The harsh realities of training accidents remind us that war takes its toll long before soldiers set foot on a battlefield. 5. Prisoners of war. The treatment of prisoners varied greatly during the war and had lasting impacts on those involved. About 130,000 Americans were taken prisoner, 27,500 by Japan, and the rest by Germany. The survival rates were shocking. Only 1.9% died in German camps, compared to a staggering 40% in Japanese POW camps. Conditions in these camps were often brutal, with inadequate food and medical care leading to high mortality rates among prisoners held by Japan. Many POWs endured forced labor and horrific treatment that left lasting scars long after their release. 6. Concentration camps. Concentration camps are often associated with World War II, but their history goes back further than many realize. The Dachau camp opened in 1933, long before the war began, and eventually grew to include nearly 100 subcamps, an unsettling reminder of the vast scale of atrocities committed during this dark period. Dachau served as a model for other concentration camps throughout Europe and became synonymous with suffering and death. The stories from survivors reveal harrowing experiences that continue to resonate today as we remember those who suffered unimaginable horrors. 7. The human toll. The human cost of World War II was immense and devastating for many nations involved. For example, Poland lost about 20% of its population during the conflict, the highest percentage of any nation affected by the war. This statistic underscores not just military losses, but also civilian casualties resulting from bombings, massacres, and other wartime atrocities. The impact on families and communities was profound. Entire generations were lost or irrevocably changed due to this global conflict. 8. Young warriors. War often forces young people to grow up fast under unimaginable circumstances. Calvin Graham was just 12 years old when he lied about his age to join the Navy. He even saw combat at Guadalcanal before his true age was discovered, a testament to both his bravery and desperation during those tumultuous times. Calvin's story is just one example of how children sometimes found themselves thrust into adult roles during wartime, a heartbreaking reality that continues today in various global conflicts. 9. Unexpected alliances. War can create strange partnerships that defy expectations. In one bizarre incident known as the Battle of Castle Itter, American soldiers teamed up with German soldiers against an attacking force of Waffen-SS to protect prominent prisoners of war. This unexpected alliance showcased how common goals could unite former enemies against a greater threat. Such moments remind us that humanity can shine through even in dark times, showing courage and solidarity against oppression. 10. Failed strategies. Not all wartime plans were successful. Japan launched over 9,000 incendiary balloons aimed at starting fires in America, but none worked as intended due to damp conditions across much of the country at that time. Similarly, Britain planned Operation Vegetarian to drop linseed cakes laced with anthrax spores on German farms to kill livestock, a plan that thankfully never came to fruition, but illustrates how desperate measures can lead to morally questionable strategies. 11. Underwater aircraft carriers. In a surprising twist of innovation, researchers discovered a massive Japanese submarine called I-401 off Hawaii, essentially an underwater aircraft carrier. It could carry bombers inside its watertight hangar and represents one of WWE's most ambitious designs. This discovery highlights how technological advancements shaped warfare strategies during this period, pushing boundaries beyond traditional combat methods. In conclusion, these hidden histories remind us that behind every battle and strategy are countless untold stories filled with bravery, ingenuity, and sometimes absurdity. If you found these facts as fascinating as we do, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories from history. Thanks for watching and see you next time.